What's up, TM Nation? Today we're taking a look at the soundcore Sleep A30 earbuds, and these bring some revolutionary features to the sleeping earbud game that I think a lot of people will find value in. They are the world's first smart ANC sleep earbuds, and they have some seriously impressive tech packed into probably the most compact and comfortable form factor that I've tested thus far. So stick with me until the end of this video, because by then you'll know if these are worth your hard-earned cash. Let me start with the quick highlights because I know some of you all are here for the fast facts. First, we've got 30 dB of active noise canceling. That's right, ANC in a sleeping pair of earbuds. They're also packing adaptive snore masking technology that actually detects snoring and adjusts your audio to account for it. You get brainwave audio along with binaural beats to help you fall asleep faster, and these are 7% thinner than the previous generation A20 earbuds. In addition to those features, you're also getting up to 9 hours of use on a charge with the earbuds with ANC off. If you choose to use them with ANC on, you'll get closer to 6.5. Inside the box, you've got your charging case, which doubles as the snore detection hub. You get your earbuds themselves and an impressive selection of ear tips. As you can see, Soundcore really wants to make sure these fit in your ears perfectly, and honestly, that's crucial for a sleep earbud. Speaking on the fit and the comfort, I don't typically wear earbuds to bed, but when I do, I definitely cannot wear AirPods because they stick out too much, and if I happen to roll over on my side wearing AirPods or other similarly sized earbuds, they're for sure gonna fall out. But with the Sleep A30s, I can actually sleep a full night on my side without any major discomfort. Now, I am gonna be realistic here. You're not gonna feel like nothing is in your ears at all because you're still wearing earbuds, but compared to pretty much any other earbud that I've tried for sleeping, these are definitely in a league of their own in terms of how small they are, how light they are, and how comfortably I can lay on my side wearing them. As I alluded to earlier, the key is gonna be finding the right combination of tips. For me, I use medium wings with a medium tip in my left ear and a large tip in my right ear for the most secure fit. Moving on to the sound quality, for such a tiny pair of earbuds, these definitely pack a punch. You are going to get that classic soundcore tuning with them with slightly boosted bass, which really works well at lower volumes and doesn't lose as much of its fidelity as you crank them up as most of the other sleep-focused earbuds that I've tried. The easiest way for me to describe the sound signature is that the mids are clear enough for vocals and there is some nice detail in the treble. They aren't the most bass heavy earbuds out there, and I wasn't expecting that out of them anyway, but they do pack a nice punch on the low end when you're listening to the right track. I do also want to say that at the lowest volume settings, these get impressively quiet, which is perfect if you want to drift off to sleep with some ambient music. But the most important thing for me with these is that I can use them for all my normal listening needs. I can use them for leisure listening or exercise because the sound is good enough for me, and they do get loud enough for me to do intense workouts in without feeling like I'm missing out on something. But here's where things get really interesting. You get 30 dB of active noise cancellation, which, like I said earlier, is impressive for such a small pair of earbuds. Using them outside on my walk on landscaping day, they came surprisingly close to the performance that I get with my AirPods Pro 2 in terms of blocking out engine noises and people talking as they walk by me. And for sleeping, they'll definitely be able to handle sounds such as fans, air conditioners running, distant traffic, and yes, even some snoring. Now, the adaptive snore masking is where the magic happens because the case, like I said, has a built-in microphone, and when the case picks up snoring, the earbuds automatically adjust to mask the audio, usually adding this whooshing wind sound that effectively covers up the snoring frequency. I did test this alongside simulated snoring sounds and it worked really well. The only issue that I had was, since I snore sometimes myself, a couple of times when the masking kicked in, it actually woke me up because my brain wasn't used to hearing that sound. But for dealing with a snoring partner, this could be a total game changer because it's really accurate at detecting those sounds and adjusting the ANC along with what you're listening to account for them. Inside of the app, you do get 10 different soundscapes to choose from, everything from rain and waterfalls to many more options that you can customize to your liking. What I found especially cool is the fact that these soundscapes save directly to your earbuds, so you don't need your phone to use them. But not only that, you can switch between local mode for the saved soundscapes and Bluetooth mode for regular audio with simple double and triple taps on the earbuds. The Brainwave audio feature is also pretty impressive. These are essentially binaural beats, which are different frequencies played in each ear that several different studies suggest can help reduce anxiety and promote sleep. The Starry Sky option is my personal favorite. In my opinion, it's one of the most relaxing and ambient music options that you have inside of the app. It's really subtle and it does help me wind down, but like I said earlier, inside of the app you have many different customization options to dial the sounds in the way that you want them. The battery life with them has been solid for me. I can consistently get through a full night of rest with about 20% of the battery life left using ANC on the whole time. And another thing that I like about these is that you can set them up to automatically switch modes when you fall asleep to optimize battery usage. Now let's talk about a few potential cons, because like I always say, no product out there is gonna be perfect. First, I wanna say that although Soundcore does a pretty good job of providing you with some quick start guides, the app can be a little bit confusing as you have many different options and it can take a little while to access the feature that you're looking for and understand what you're customizing. Second, there's no EQ customization, which is pretty surprising for a Soundcore product. Third, there are no microphones on these earbuds for phone calls, so if you happen to get a voice call while you're wearing them, you will be able to hear the audio of the person that you're talking to, but in terms of your voice, you're gonna have to use the microphone on your device. And finally, as I mentioned earlier, even though these are the most comfortable earbuds that I've tried for sleeping thus far, they are still a pair of earbuds that are going down into your ears. So although some people have said that they forgot that they were in their ears, that hasn't been my experience because they are in-ear earbuds, so you are still gonna feel some pressure. So what's the overall value proposition with these earbuds? At $229 retail, these are definitely not cheap, but if you pre-ordered them, there are currently some steep discounts of up to $70, which makes them a more compelling option. When you consider the fact that you're getting ANC, sleep tracking, smart snore masking, brainwave audio, and genuinely comfortable all-night wear, the price definitely starts to make more sense. And if you're someone who struggles with a snoring partner, noisy neighbors, or just has trouble falling asleep, these could literally be life-changing. So what is my final verdict on the Soundcore Sleep A30 earbuds? I would say that if you're in the market for a premium pair of sleeping earbuds, these are definitely at the top of the list in my opinion. You're getting all of the smart features inside of the app, a comfortable fit, and they are generally the first pair of earbuds that I've tried that I can wear all night without them falling out or giving me ear fatigue. But let me know in the comment section, do you typically wear earbuds to sleep? And if so, what earbuds do you typically wear to drift off? But other than that, guys, that's it for this video. As always, I appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out with me for a while. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch y'all in the next video, but until then, it's your boy Tech Mo and I'm signing out. Peace.